Hey everybody, welcome to the Lesser Saints Discord, your one and only pre-show to the Late Night Saints. Every Friday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This episode brought to you by Chocolate Milk. It's delicious. Go get some.
Yeah. McAllen would be nice too, but you know that just doesn't happen.
If anybody knows where we can get some sort of whiskey scotch sponsorship, that'd be great. Yeah.
Help us along.
Some sort of liquor company, maybe they could make some vodka too for Addie. Who knows?
Who knows?
No, not vodka, whiskey.
We're only about 4 away from being able to achieve that affiliate achievement on Twitch, which is kind of cool.
Help us hit that milestone. That would be fucking great. If you're watching this on YouTube, click that Twitch link. Even if you don't watch us on Twitch live, just give us a follow.
Oh yeah, please do.
You don't even have to have notifications on. I don't care.
Oh shit, I don't think we have the Twitch link in the description. I'll take care of that right now.
Yeah, well, think of all the time we could have been affiliate, except the people running the show are fucking morons.
That's Rimshee's job. I was on point.
Except
with
that you weren't.
Having this in the description.
You're full of shit.
I put all the links in the description. Hey, Skull. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I don't join our disc. Well, nobody's here that isn't in the Discord already, so I'm not even going to bother shilling that at the moment.
Well, should we mention how there's not going to be a show next week?
Yes.
And why? Okay.
Spoilers.
Shit.
I was going to surprise everybody by just not showing up.
Jumping the gun, god damn it, Addy.
You know, I don't fucking care.
I'm kidding. Yeah. No show next week. Because we're going to be off at Io's wedding, except for Addie. Addie's going to be somewhere else.
Drunk.
I'm going to be in Indiana with another member of Saints Discord, doing things that you'll have to subscribe to my premium Snapchat to see. I don't have Snapchat.
Yeah, so since we're not gonna have access to like OBS and everything like that, we're just not gonna do a show. But pay attention to the YouTube channel and maybe here, because we might do some IRL streaming with our handy dandy phones.
The cell phone of the future.
Also, I might be posting some videos up to the channel up to the YouTube channel from the wedding. So.
Oh yeah, so if you're interested in the wedding, pay attention to that.
Yes. So
I'm
I'm bringing my camera.
Also, we mentioned this last time, but we'll mention it again. If anyone wants to help us come up with art designs to replace the image you are currently seeing, or anything else in here, potentially, message us. This specific set that is in front of you has been in use since the first episode. I think it's time for a change.
Yeah,
I don't even see it, and I'm tired of it.
It's pretty fucking bad. Let's be real.
It looks worse every week.
Yeah, don't worry. You will be compensated. We pay very well in exposure.
I also I also pay very well in beef jerky, and
and if BJ is your style, then yeah, get a hold of Jables.
We can talk about that. No, but I am willing to compensate people. I'm not going to speak for Addie and Rimshee on that one, but I am willing to compensate people.
I'm broke. I can't compensate anything. You can like exclude me from whenever artwork is made if it means I don't have to pay for it. I straight up can't afford to pay an artist right now. So, and I'm also not asking for art. That's on these guys.
Well, I would also like to actually have you as a separate asset that we can add in. Because there are times you're not there.
Yep.
Ooh, a separate asset. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Separate asset for the separate ass.
Separate asset for a separate ass hat.
There we go.
That works.
I was looking for it. You found it.
Hey, the Saints are hosting us now.
What?
Oh.
Well, howdy, Nick.
They're hosting. It's Otto.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fucking.
I thought they were already hosting us.
Yeah, but it's. Oh, so apparently there's some failures with the hosting information. I was just mentioning that it started hosting us, and now it's not for some reason, so I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, let's move on to the news. Because, fuck it.
Wait, anything new in the Discord?
No.
Okay. Also, wait, real quick, speaking of Discord, don't forget to join our Discord if you haven't already. Links in the chat.
Yep. Alright, so let's talk about someone's shitty day, I guess. Gold toilet stolen in Blenheim Palace burglary.
Yep. It's Golden Shitter.
Golden throne has been taken.
Why poop gold when you can poop in gold?
An 18-karat solid gold toilet has been stolen in burglary, or in a God damn, I thought that was a city for a second. In a burglary overnight at Blenheim Palace. A gang broke into the Oxfordshire Palace at about 0450 BST and stole the artwork, Thames Valley Police said. The working toilet, entitled America, which visitors have been invited to use. Fuck you.
That's fucking rich coming from the UK. Oh my god.
Is it the UK?
Wait, well...
Yeah, it's UK, England, Oxfordshire.
Oxfordshire.
Whatever, fuck them. They called a golden toilet America.
They had... Wales has a fucking place that is called Leicester, but it has 27 extra letters in it, okay? I think we can pronounce shit however the fuck we want.
Yeah, agreed. Fuck them.
Anyway, on to the precious golden toilet.
Which visitors have been invited to use has not been found, but a 66-year-old man has been arrested. So, not only did they call it America, but they invited people to shit in it.
If that's not an allegory for, like, standing outside the borders of a place and talking shit about it.
The burglary caused significant damage and flooding because the toilet was plumbed into the building, police said.
How the fuck do you just steal an active toilet?
It's actually not that hard.
Yeah.
If you got the tools, you can be done within like a half hour.
Like, they weigh like fucking like 20 pounds, and they're made of solid fucking porcelain.
Yeah, this one was made of gold.
Yeah, so this one was probably like anywhere from 60 to 100 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 2 guys could easily move that, no problem.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, why would you steal it? How could you?
Oh, it's not even UK. It was It was part of an exhibit by Italian conceptual artist Maurizio Catalian that opened on Thursday. Fuck him.
But it might not be. It might still be UK because the golden toilet was also at a museum in New York at one point.
Hold on. I just feel like I have to point something out to Rimshee. Rimshee, sometimes people from certain countries, they live in other countries.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes
like-
artists from other countries put
Yeah.
their art.
But he's an Italian conceptual artist. He's the
Yeah.
one who came up with the quote unquote art exhibit. He's
Yeah.
the one to blame. Just because it's like I hold the UK in some contempt for this, but he's the one who came up with the idea.
I'm sorry. It's my right as an American citizen to shit on America. It's totally fine. I honestly don't. I don't care. If people want to shit in a golden toilet titled America, that's fine by me.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, give us your shit. We'll get rid of it.
I did Taco Bell for 3 days straight just to shit in that toilet and fuck it up.
As an alt-right ultranationalist, I find this deeply offensive.
Actually, you'd have if you did that, Jables, we'd have to rename it California.
More like California, am I right?
Honestly,
Yep.
I don't give a fuck what it's called. I just want to shit in a golden toilet. That'd be awesome.
Speaking last month, Edward Spencer Churchill, half-brother of the current Duke of Marlborough,
Okay.
Marlborough, whatever the fuck they want to call it. They're
Marlboro!
I don't care! I don't care! Just shove a dick in your mouth, Eddie.
Marlboro!
Said he was relaxed about security for the artwork. It's not going to be the easiest thing to nick, he said. Visitors to the exhibit were free to use the palace's throne for its intended purpose with a 3-minute time limit to avoid queues.
I would need a lot more than 3 minutes. Holy shit!
Like, I know it's for like an art exhibit and stuff, and like people are excited because there's like hustle and bustle and excitement, and like, oh, look how cool it is, and I like the statement they're making. But like, I could never be like stoked to use a toilet after someone, like right after they used it. I know people are like, oh, I like using the toilet after somebody else because the seat's nice and warm. I would rather take cold ass cheeks to feeling like I'm going butt to butt with my roommate.
I had that at work today. It's not fun. I ended up sitting on the toilet after he did. It was not fun. I do not recommend. It makes me so
uncomfortable.
I find it more akin to sitting on someone's lap and just shitting in their lap.
Shitting in their lap?
Call me crazy. Not an endearing pastime to me. Maybe that's just me though. I'm not very romantic, so
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't agree with the hour, but I'm like, if I want a shit worthy for a golden toilet, I'm gonna need at least 15 minutes.
So they haven't found a toilet, so we don't yet have a resolution to the case of the pilfered potty.
A 66-year-old man has been arrested, but that's about all.
Yeah, but like my follow-up question before, when I was like, how do you steal a toilet? The other one was like, how do you then like get rid of it to make money off of it? And I thought, well, if it, yeah, if it's made of solid gold, then just melt it down into bars or coins or whatever, or like lugs.
Anyway,
just, like, sell them by the way.
Detective Inspector Jess Milne said, the piece of art that has been stolen is a high-value toilet made of gold that was on display at the palace. We believe a group of offenders used at least 2 vehicles during the offense. The artwork has not been recovered at this time, but we are conducting a thorough investigation to find it and bring those responsible to justice.
The piece of art, he says.
Piece of shit. No, I'd probably steal the toilet too. I don't know.
Every time I hear about...
If I was
like
66, I'd steal the toilet. I wouldn't care. What's the worst that can happen? I go to jail. I'm gonna be dead in 6 years anyway. Fuck you!
I mean, I like... Every time I hear about these like stories about like goofy art exhibits and stuff that goes awry with them, I'm always reminded of like... Jables, you would know better than me. Was this a satire article or a real one where there was an art installation that was a tipped over waste paper basket, and it was valued at like $35,000 or some shit. And like the janitor just threw it in the garbage.
Real one.
That sounds like something real.
One thing that's been sort of been like pranking on hipsters and shit is people going into art galleries and then just leaving something random, just like on the floor or something.
Oh yeah, I
think there was one time somebody left like a watermelon, and then the next day it was put on a pedestal and surrounded by glass.
Yeah, I do remember a satire article. It might have been the Onion, might not have been, where like someone dropped one of their gloves, and then like everyone was like, "Oh, amazing! What must the artist be saying about it?" And then like the person came in and just took it and was like, "Sorry, drop this," and then everyone was like.
I think that was real. I think that was the
one. Wait, what? No way, that one was real.
I think that was real because I think that's what sparked people leaving random shit in art galleries to see what happens with it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. No, it's fucking it. I mean, I understand like abstract art and everything like that. Like I fucking get it, but it's ridiculous. Like there was a situation where somebody just left a pair of glasses, and everybody started surrounding it and taking pictures of it.
People are stupid. That's what it boils down to. Also, Trump was offered this gold toilet back in 2017.
Amazing. He's probably like, no, I've got 12 that are made by hardworking Americans.
I've got 3.
Fancy.
We're not going to get into it.
But no. Like the last thing that like I wanted to say while we're on the topic of modern art and stuff like that. I don't hate modern art. Like I talk shit on it a lot only because like I was trying to be like a comic book artist for a long time, and a lot of my friends as well have tried a lot harder than I have, and they're much better artists than I am, and I get annoyed when I see. I'm not trying to say if you don't have modern art, you don't have any, or if you do modern art, you don't have any fucking talent or whatever. I'm not that up my own ass, but like, I look at people who are like very good at like drawing human anatomy and drawing dynamic scenes and backgrounds and vehicles and structures and people interacting and like fighting or talking or like a clerk handing someone their coffee or whatever. Like that shit's hard to draw when you actually try to sit down and do it. And I watch my friends and other artists, like artists I follow on social media, struggle and not really make anything out of it unless they have like a Patreon that blows up. And then I watched some fucking random hipster douchebag dump an entire bucket of like bare basic black paint and primer in one on like 4 canvases, and there's like one canvas has like a little less paint on it than the other ones, and one's got like an uneven run in it, and then they're like on display in the Met, and then some fucking other pretentious hipster asshole comes in and pays like $50,000 for it, and like that pisses. I'm not saying it doesn't have value. I'm saying that's fucking ridiculous, and it makes me angry. So, yeah. Like, I like going into some of my friends' houses. They have, like... One friend has, like, 6 canvases that go from one end of the wall all the way to the other. And they're the same color, but they, like, gradiate from the solid color to, like, a muted version of it as they go down the wall. And that's pleasing to look at. But something like that, to me, is not $40,000 pleasing to look at. If I can get it at like Bed Bath & Beyond for $20, you should not be able to charge $40,000 for that shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm. So there's some art that makes a statement. There's some art that definitely doesn't. And there's a fine line between the two. Banksy, for example, is a perfect example of that. Modern art, like that painting that had a shredder built into the frame.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious, fucking awesome, fucking genius.
Love that.
That's like true modern art. That's what modern art's supposed to be, is shit like that.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's just a bunch of fucking garbage with it's garbage, pretentious shit. It's just a line painted on a white canvas. Sometimes it's just an entire canvas that was painted white, even though it was white to start. I know there was one troll that called it a polar bear in a snowstorm, and they just put a black dot in the middle of the white canvas.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But they, after that got sold, they were like, I was just trolling. I didn't think anybody would actually buy it.
Yeah, like I don't know, like art's like supposed to make you feel something. And like if you literally go to an art exhibit and you're just staring at a canvas that's been painted completely black, and like there's not really any like texture. Like I've literally seen pieces of quote unquote art that were just a solid black canvas. Like not even like brush strokes. Like I mean like they spray painted it black. So like you can't even like try to glean some meaning from the powerful strokes and like how look at how he went from this corner to that corner in a perfect arc. Like when you look at it from across the room, it just looks like a black canvas. But when you get up close, you see the imperfections and you can see the intention. Like I can almost accept that as not bullshit. But like if you go to like an art exhibit and you just look at a solid black canvas and you go, yeah, I really feel what the artist was like trying to say. Like, fuck you. You're full of shit. Fuck off.
My rebuttal to that: a solid black canvas painted in Fanta black. Have you seen that shit?
Nope.
Okay, so Fanta black it's with a PH.
Okay.
It is the blackest black we are able to achieve at the moment.
It reflects maybe 2% light, if that.
Yeah, it looks like you're looking into a hole. So a giant canvas painted like that.
Okay, that's neat.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, that's neat the first time it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, but a good example of just like a virtually bare canvas that's just painted a color was in a show. It was in the show Daredevil. The guy that plays Kingpin in that has this giant painting that just looks like a concrete wall or something like that. I think. But it reminds him of a wall that he used to stare at when his parents were fighting. So that's why he bought it. You know, it made him feel something. So it becomes an actual art piece at that point. Yeah.
Well, what was it too? There was that artist I remember learning about in art class while I was in high school. He like with just a regular number 2 pencil, he drew hyper realistic images in black and white. So like he's famous because he made a painting that says "This is not a pipe." It's like a drawing of a lead pipe, or like a drawing. No, it's a drawing of like a smoker's pipe, and it just says "This is not a pipe," and it's like a hyper realistic pipe, and you know the whole joke, haha, it's not a pipe, it's a drawing of a pipe, but like that, like it took fucking hard work and dedication to be able to draw that and make it look like a black and white photo. I don't know. I'm just a fucking I'm just an over-opinionated, bitter asshole.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's put
a
Barr plug in this real quick. Yeah. Now we're joined by Barr and Wardoffdeamons.
Whoa! What the fuck?
I mean, someone got a degree in this shit.
Yeah.
Does art for a living. You guys mind if I just crash?
Oh yeah, go for it.
No, I don't want. I don't want anyone to challenge my opinion on this because then I might look stupid.
You're all gonna look. Barr, first question that I have for you. Are we wrong?
Yes, but not in the ways you think.
No.
Here's the thing.
All right.
It is you were not wrong in the fact that there is a lot of pretentiousness in the art circles.
Hmm.
And a lot of this is just pretty much speculation and hype.
Okay.
However, there is a very minute amount of art which is not accessible to the layman, which I'd consider like vanguard. It breaches the limits and tests what is our perception of aesthetics. And it leads the way for us to understand how to best continue on and not stagnate. It is highly experimental and a bit like any other art form, you know? The purpose isn't exactly to be perfect or pleasing. It's interesting what you could do with it. And a lot of it will fall to the wayside. Some of it will stand the test of time, yes. You have stuff that right now we accept for granted that 50, 70 years ago would have been considered completely ludicrous and absurd.
Okay, so we keep in mind before you came in, we were talking about ridiculous shit. Like we were talking about how there are trolls going to art exhibits and just leaving random shit there to see what the exhibit does with it and stuff like that. And there was, I think there was a case, I think it was a watermelon. They just left a watermelon on the floor in an empty room, and the next day it was up on a pedestal and surrounded by glass and shit like that.
Okay. I've got another thing I've got to jump in on here, right? Because this is the case of the ridiculousness of how some people can consider art, and what Barr was saying about the pretentiousness of it. I remember when there was literally on I didn't see it, but I heard the news and I saw the news on it. There was on a pedestal in an art gallery a glass of water with a ping pong ball floating in it. The guy sold that end quote artwork for like £500,000.
I'm a huge fan of beer pong, so I'd probably buy that if I had the money.
Like ultimately, though, Jables did strike a note as if someone in the world finds that like a piece of sculpture, painting, an installation is worth it to them. I mean, you can't really say otherwise. At the same time, you have absolutely the right of knowing what kind of art you like or not.
Do you think, though, Barth, that there is a certain way that in certain things the hype is built up by this is true art, this is real art, and do you think people get sucked in by that?
Well, yes, like gatekeeping is
Hey,
is a
guys,
very real
we just
thing.
reached 50 followers.
Woo!
It
Thank
has
you, everybody.
been, it's like
That's awesome.
the
Actually,
longest time.
Bar, wait. Let us have this for just 1 second.
Oh my god.
Cool. Now we qualify for affiliate. Thank you guys so much. That's super awesome. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and we'll get that as soon as this stream is done. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Seriously, guys, well done.
Thanks. I did absolutely nothing to earn it.
I would like to just say a quick thank you to a few people who were the last few people to do this, as far as I can see. Effie, I know you're out there. I want to say thank you for all the support you've given me and kicking my ass to make me start streaming again. And the artwork you've done is fucking superb. Viper, you're out there. Griff, I know you're out there. You've both been helping me with the techie shit and helping me learn the more finer points of Streamlabs OBS and how to do my shit better. Again, thank you to both of you, and thank you for following these guys, Jables, Rimshee, and Addy. Are absolutely amazing individuals. I'll get you guys a link arranged for the Discord. For the Satan server. Addy is a sweetheart. Addy, I think you'd really get on with Etherelis.
Okay.
Jables, you will as well. And I think both of you guys, all you guys, would get on with both Griff and Viper.
I get along with most people.
Well, here's the link to our Discord real quick. Not that we talk in there very much, but I'm also about to get a link to the Saints Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's going in the chat right now.
Well, especially with all the new people, real quick before we continue on this art conversation, because what we're actually looking for right now is some new artwork for our backgrounds and and like our newsroom and everything like that.
Right.
So we're looking for that, and we're also looking. We will compensate. Don't worry about that.
Actual,
And
Effie.
we're also looking for bingo card suggestions for like tropes through the show. New people, you're not going to understand that yet, so we'll figure that out at some point.
wow, way to
And-
just
Okay.
talk down to them. They just got here. People.
What? They just
You gotta ease them into that.
No,
You're not
I
going to
wanna
know
say-
tropes. What the
I've
fuck?
got to-
Is there anything wrong with me saying that?
I've got to say at this point, right, Jables, seriously, you jumped in and said, "What the fuck am I doing streaming at this time of night?" Right, and it was a quick test.
I know.
Ethrelis is the person you need to talk to about the background and the artwork for the stream.
Okay.
She redesigned my entire overlay set, my emotes, my Twitch sub badges, and my panels.
Nice.
She did all of it, and she did it in less than a week while
Yeah,
working full time.
send me a link. That'd be great.
Yeah, well, Ethrelis, Ethy, darling.
Well, that's
Oh, she.
that's what they just.
Ethy joined our Discord, so we'll be able to get in contact with her.
Yep. Cool.
Yay! By the way, I would
Anyways.
say the money I spent on Ethy's artwork, I would have spent double that quite happily. Just saying.
Brainwash
Yeah.
is also down.
No.
Although we are using his artwork for our opening and closing splash, and it's absolutely fantastic. So
I do
Yeah,
like it.
he's already there.
Yeah. Anyways, Barr, back to the art conversation, if you remember.
Oh god, yeah. I'm sorry. Kind of got lost there for a moment. We were talking about gatekeeping in art. Here's the thing again, like
Yeah.
the gallery circle, exhibits and whatnot. It's very much its own world. It's a lot like literary academia.
I'm not
It
even
is
talking
very
about
close, it's
gatekeeping.
incestuous, it's rarefied, and it is rampantly stagnant. Very few people give a fuck. A lot of people don't really get it, but just the whole fact, oh yeah, this is supposed to be important and highbrow, and the fact that I'm here is because I'm gonna pretend I get it and I'm in. And a lot of people just see that as an excuse to fleece them.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people think that just because it's in a gallery, that means it's actually important and worth something.
I'd like
Yeah.
to point out one thing. When I was 8 years old, I had some artwork put in a local gallery.
Exactly. Here's the point. What the fuck did they
I
know?
was 8, for fuck's sake.
I was 11 and I got a poem published. It's not hard when you're a child, and some of that stuff is about as good as some of the stuff coming out now.
Actually, the work I did was a really nice sculpture. My mum still got it.
Anyway,
Yeah, I
there
did
is
a lot of
no-
block printing, and I got entered into some art shows and stuff like that. But there's a friend of mine who's a phenomenal artist. And he never gets accepted into any of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why. He has this beautiful painting where he made an entire field of blueberries, not the bushes, just the berries. And I don't know. Just the way he did it, it's really nice. It was really peaceful to look at.
Yeah, Larry, I want to
So-
say that this artwork I did, it wasn't your average kid's artwork that you just put on the fucking refrigerator. It was an actual sculpture made with clay, and it was based on old African sculptures.
So cultural appropriation, gotcha.
It wasn't
Yeah.
cultural appropriation. It
You
was a
horrible
learning thing.
racist.
No, we were actually doing a whole like 6 months in school of learning about African culture, and it was to try and cut down that whole idea of not understanding, and that makes us afraid. We actually learned about their culture quite heavily,
Yeah.
and it wasn't complete cultural appropriation. It was done very tastefully.
Hmm.
I was
Was
quite proud of it.
no, but okay. Let's go with that.
Now, I'll be honest with you, dude, right? Any of the finger painting shit I did, that shit should have been burned many fucking years ago. My mother probably kept it.
Like the whole point is there's still like, not to say that there isn't like artists and content of value being produced
Yeah.
in the gallery world. The point being, it is very much an obsolete format. Art keeps evolving, keeps moving, and it's like trying to hold water between your fingers. You just can't.
What
It
was it
exists in
Damien
a
Hirst
bunch.
did?
Hmm?
Was it Damien Hirst that did like the half a cow? Literally got a full cow from a butcher's, sawed it in half, and put it in a gallery in a glass box.
There's examples of the stuff like this. Look, the whole thing about the misplaced object, you got to remember, like, turn of the 20th century, the Dadaists were the first ones to question context as a way to reframe art.
Hmm.
Like, oh, I can just, take a urinal and call it the fountain. And it was an active provocation. You have to understand, it was in its very own way like a form of shit posting.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, fuck your conventions, fuck your rules. I'm gonna do this. Now what?
the
That first time,
Impressionists did the same thing.
Impressionist was a bit different, but yeah, they were also challenging academic tradition in terms
Yeah.
of representation, which you got to remember.
Cubism.
Again, yes, deconstruction of aesthetic conventions. In the case of Impressionism, you have to remember photography was the big emergent tech.
Yeah,
How light
absolutely.
worked, how it formed images. A lot of those artists were going, oh, because they were doing photography alongside painting and exploring that. They went, oh yeah, the light forms these patterns, and that's how we perceive the image. How about we try and do that with the brushstrokes?
Yeah.
And
But then we
pointillism
look at
is an offset of that. There's a lot of
Cubism
shit.
Picasso.
I think we're
Picasso
starting
is
to
an-
get into some serious art stuff here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't
But-
help it when I get some.
Fuck off! I paid a fortune for my art history lessons. It's gonna pay off right now.
Well, if you
All right.
want to spend more
Well,
time talking about it,
No, I'm sorry.
we're cool with that. Let's do a serious stream on it.
Keep going.
But
on the track.
let's talk about three different art forms all at the same time: music, film, and the art of the steel.
Mm.
So
School
we're
of
talking
Rock.
Hollywood, right?
A School of Rock star was caught stealing guitars and faces felony charges.
Well,
No.
It's not Jack Black, don't worry about
I
it.
No fucking way. Zack Attack?
Yeah. Joey Gatiss Jr., best known for playing Zack in the 2003 Jack Black film School of Rock, was arrested in Sarasota, Florida last month and charged with 4 felony charges for larceny and grand theft, according to CNN. The former child star has been arrested 4 times in the last 5 weeks for stealing various guitars and an amplifier from multiple music stores in the area. Apparently, Gatiss Jr. had been stealing the instruments and then selling them to pawn shops for quick cash. Before being busted for the 4th and final time, Gatiss Jr. had made away with a blue Epiphone Prophecy Les Paul, which is a beautiful guitar, valued at $800. A Black Fender Stratocaster worth $699, and a Gibson Les Paul Gold Top, which is an excellent guitar, with a $1,900 price tag.
You see, at least with that one, he went somewhat high end.
Yeah.
Well, he knows his guitars.
That's my bad.
Yeah,
Like all those kids in that movie actually played those instruments.
And I'm not sure how much truth there is in this, but I actually heard that there were some parts which, like, this kid, Joey Gatiss Jr., had to actually teach Jack Black because he didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
This is-
willing to go to jail over a Mexican Strat.
Yeah.
A sub $700 Strat. That's like your bail's more than that, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Like my sister had a Gibson Les Paul for a while.
Yeah.
That was such a nice guitar to play.
Hmm.
I can't tell you why, but it was just so smooth.
Well, they're short and they're very ergonomic. Like I'm a bass player mainly, but I've only held like a few Les Pauls. I don't think I've ever actually played an actual Gibson. I've played Epiphone.
I have. I've played a Gibson Les Paul. I've played a 1966 Gibson Les Paul Sunburst.
God damn it.
Nice.
I tell you what,
Anyways,
I was playing that and I'm not a major guitar player, right? But it's a very good friend of mine. He went, dude, if you want to try a nice guitar, just try that. I want to just see what you can do with it.
Mm.
And I played some really nice rhythm, some Guns N' Roses, "Knocking on Heaven's Door," because it's a really easy song to play with any guitar. It's a nice starting thing, and it's not Stairway, so bonus.
Mhm.
And I
They're not gonna
shit
get
you
sued.
not, this thing. I'm a below average guitar player. This thing made me sound better than I could play a standard cheap shit guitar.
Yep.
Because the way the pickups are set up, the fact that, as Eddie said, it's so ergonomic, the neck is beautiful, it's set up to run smoothly. The guy had strings on it, which I think the set of strings cost him close to £60.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing about instruments. If you spend the extra cash, it's easier to
Yeah.
play, which makes it easier to
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah, I do. As someone who, over the last 5 years, I've been teaching myself a lot more. Like, I've recently picked up guitar. I've been playing bass for a long time.
Oh, nice.
I'm still not very good at it, but I just want to stress the fact that, like, a lot of people that are like new to instruments think that the more money you spend, the better it'll make you sound. That there's kind of a sliding scale to that, because
Yeah.
if you get like a shitty $50 eBay guitar that's got like a warped neck and like crappy strings, and like the truss rod will not put the neck straight, and like it's got really bad like the frets aren't crowned, and you're like catching your finger on the fret as you're going up and down the fretboard, and the spacing on the strings is bad, and you're buzzing on. It's just like, if you have a miserable guitar to start with, it's not going to be fun. You're going to lose interest, and you're going to get frustrated a lot quicker.
Can I qualify that with
yeah.
something briefly, Eddie?
What's up?
I currently have, and because the guitar I have it in my hands and in my lap at the moment. I have got a acoustic guitar
Okay.
that cost me £50.
Okay.
That came with the guitar, the strap, a set of plectrums, and the guitar carry case.
Hmm.
The truss rod works very nicely. I sorted out that. I put a new set of strings on there instantly, which cost me 20 quid.
You play nylon or metal?
These are nylon strings.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? I'm not going to say it's as good as a £300 or £400 acoustic guitar,
Yeah.
but it sounds nice. It's nice to play. I shaved down the I can't remember what it's called, is it the bridge? I sanded that down to make the guitar strings sit close to the fretboard, which makes playing it easier. And I had a friend help me. And you know what? It sounds quite nice. Just to say that if you can go out there and get a guitar for $100.
Oh yeah. I'm not trying to say that like you can't like make good music on like a shitty guitar. I'm just saying that 9 times out of 10, when you get a sub $100 instrument, it's gonna need another $100 at the shop getting tuned up, and like having all the frets crowned, and
Get the frets crowned, get a decent set of strings on there, learn your shit, and you can make a $50 guitar sound like a $200 guitar. But you have to invest not just money, but the time in it.
Yeah.
When I wanted to learn bass, I have an uncle that's a musician. He builds a lot of his own guitars and everything, and he gave me this little custom piece that had a Fender jazz bass neck from the mid '70s, and a nice Ibanez body from the late '70s, early '80s.
Jazz bass necks are my favorite because they taper towards the headstock, so they get faster the lower you go.
Yeah, so I learned. So that's how I learned bass, was playing that thing. It's so nice.
I'll be right back. 1 sec.
Anyways, let's continue on with this article. The School of Rock Star Spree came to an end after police discovered security footage of the 27-year-old stealing a very recognizable Buddy Guy model Fender Stratocaster from Troll Music Store in Venice, Florida, on February 7th. The police distributed the footage, and local music store owners in the area were placed on high alert. On February 11th, Gaddis Jr. entered a Sam Ash music store in Sarasota and was quickly recognized by the staff when he attempted to walk out of the store with an unpaid-for Les Paul. Store staff followed him to his car and confronted him. According to police, upon being arrested, Gaddis Jr. confessed to the crimes and cited a drug problem as motivation for the crimes. In court, however, Gaddis entered not guilty pleas.
Okay, you know, I've got to say right here, in true School of Rock cheesy style, right? Dude, he was hooked on Class A's and he was stuck in the dumb days. It don't take much to rack up 4 lines. I can't think of the fourth way to do it, but that is the opening to the whole song of School of Rock. Just reworded. I'm gonna have to do a whole parody version of that song now. Baby, he was hooked on Class A's. He was stuck in the dumb days. Don't take much to rack up 4 lines.
Yeah. By the way, where's Mouse when you need him? He's such a clown.
Holy, I'm not being funny, dude, right? This kid could have potentially had it made. I mean, this guy was, what, 10, 11 when he fucking was in that movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, not only are you a child star, which is kind of sketchy, but you're also legitimately playing an instrument very well for your age.
Even Jack, not even for his age, even Jack Black said, if you keep playing the way you are now, investing as much as you are now, for the next 8 to 10 years, you'll be better at me before you're 20.
Yeah.
I just want to say something to Brainwashing in the chat, who seems like a Davey 504 fan. Hey, Brainwash, slap like now, or I'm calling the police. I am very angry now. Anyway.
Just remember, pot doesn't improve your creativity.
Actually...
No, it doesn't, and the government can't sell it worth shit.
It depends on the person, it depends on the strain, because there are certain strains of marijuana that will open up the creative parts of your brain.
It really depends on the person. I would always get a good idea for like a new block print to carve when I was stoned. When I'm sober, I'm just sitting there looking at this blank cover.
Speaking of, Jables, remind me off stream. I have to tell you about the bit I wanted to give you. I tested it on Rimshee. He gave me a way to improve it, and I've improved it again. I have to tell you this off stream.
Yeah, it has to be off stream.
Definitely tell me off stream.
Yeah. Pot is bad. But the government can't sell it worth shit. The Ontario government lost $42 million selling cannabis in the last year.
Okay, I see where you're going with the pot stuff now.
If you paid attention to the Discord chat.
Larry and Brainwash, unfortunately, I'm not very good at slap, so I cannot do the Seinfeld theme.
Do not know to slap. Okay, anyways.
Organization racked up expenses over the past year. Ontario Cannabis Retail Corporation lost $42 million in the latest fiscal year, according to newly released public documents. The Provincial Crown Corporation, tasked with online sales and wholesale distribution of recreational pot, reported revenue of $46 million for the year and ended in March 31st, 2019. However, Ontario's consolidated financial statements show that the OCRC, which operates as the Ontario Cannabis Store, racked up expenses totaling $106 million during that period.
Hold on a second. Wait. Hang on. Are you actually telling me that a government somehow managed to lose money selling recreational drugs.
Shocker, right?
How the fuck do you lose money selling drugs?
You be a government entity. I don't think I can explain it better
I
than
can't
that.
get my head around it.
Canada legalized.
I can tell you exactly how their laws are set up like garbage. They have too much gatekeeping for licensing, and everything's government run, and they don't allow normal retailers or growers. Well, they allow some growers through certain licensing, but overall, it's all government run. So and they legalized too. When they legalized, they just started opening shit up.
No. I think
They didn't take the time like most U.S. states when they have legalized. It took a long period of time because they established regular businesses, or they established a system for people to start a business, and they started, and then they were able to have some.
No. Larry just put it right. Right? They smoked the whole production without they're selling it. I genuinely believe that some of these motherfuckers forgot the cardinal rule: don't get high in your own supply.
Anyway,
tell me I'm wrong.
Canada legalized cannabis for adult use on October 17th of last year, and the rollout was mired by supply chain issues and product shortages, which largely have been resolved in recent months. The supply shortage prompted the Ontario government to cap the initial number of retail licenses at 25, but the province is in the process of increasing the number of legal pot outlets to 75 by October. The OCS announced last week that Chief Executive Patrick Ford would be retiring. Cal Bricker, Senior Vice President of Horse Racing at Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corp, was named Interim Chief Executive while the search for a replacement is conducted. Responding Friday to a request for comments from the CBC Toronto, a spokesperson for Ontario Finance Minister Rod Phillips said initial startup costs were to blame for the financial loss. Cannabis legalization is a new venture for Ontario. There were investments required for setting up a system that could achieve our objectives, which is to protect youth and combat the illegal market. The OCRC's revenue outlook reflected the initial costs for the development of the retail system. Emily Hoggeven wrote in an emailed response. The Ontario Cannabis Retail Corporation needed to... now they put in what the abbreviation is. Needed to make foundational investments to support Ontario's approach to retail sales, which will see a broad network of private retail stores across the province established to effectively combat the illegal market. In other words, they limited shit to the point that people couldn't do shit. And they made sure that they had their fingers in every single pie.
Wait, hang on. They had licenses in an entire part of Canada with only 25 outlets?
Yeah.
Oh, ice cream truck. 1 second, I'll be right back.
No, you see, what you don't actually realise, people, is that the ice cream truck isn't just selling ice cream.
Well, that ice cream truck actually plays Christmas music. So they were playing Jingle All the Way. As they drove by.
It's not even Halloween.
And they play it all summer long, dude. I don't know why, but they have the best ice cream out of all the ice cream trucks in the area.
I'm still fucking confused as to how anybody could lose $42 million selling cannabis.
Well, if anyone could do it, it would be a government entity.
I'm not being funny, right? But I don't know much about drugs. But even I know from basic business sense, if I want to make money, I'm going to go to person A. and buy a bunch of shit at, I don't know, fucking let's say a bunch of items at £100 per unit. If I want to make money, I've got to look at my time and everything else, and I've got to make a gross profit of 40% and net profit of 15%. So at a 40% gross profit, I need to be selling that not at a 40% markup. Oh, no. 40% gross profit means I need to be selling that shit at not $100, not $140 pounds. I need to be selling at roughly 175.
Ward.
You're
I told you
getting
my
too
story,
in
right?
depth.
I
So
told you my
say
Ah, fuck.
Jables, I've heard lots of stories from you, including your friend who gave you the pass.
Well, no, no. I told you my story about like how I ended up in California on a farm.
Yeah,
I
you
get
did.
it? Yeah. I'll explain after the show. I'm pretty sure it's against Discord Twitch TOS for me
TOS,
to
yeah, absolutely.
discuss everything here.
That's
So,
why I said the pass and not went any more deeper.
Well, this is how this is how Canada does it. Let's talk about the founding fathers.
Jesus Christ, Canada.
yeah.
Historians discover Thomas Jefferson grew aggressively blogged about CBD oil.
Mhm.
New historical evidence suggests that former President Thomas Jefferson acquired a substantial amount of his wealth by cultivating and excessively endorsing CBD oil, researchers at the College of William and Mary announced today. These findings are unexpected but not surprising, said Dr. Elise Grippin. Why I did that, I don't know. In a press release. We often forget, but CBD oil was a staple crop in colonial America, valued by importers for its uses in machine lubricants, hair tonics, and child-safe laudanum solutions. I don't know what that...
I
don't know what that is.
Laudanum's a hell of a drug.
Do you know what I think the best drug is?
No?
Power.
Jefferson, however, was uniquely enthusiastic. We could never have guessed how incessantly he recommended CBD to his friends, family, and even strangers. He actually seemed pretty obnoxious. Dr. Grippin...
satire aside, one of Jefferson's quotes from his journal was, one of my favorite things to do is to sit on my veranda smoking my hemp pipe and looking over my fields. And yeah, I'll take that into account.
This is not far off.
No, like I told you when you showed this article, I'm like, it's not entirely fault, like the CBD oils.
It's not satire enough.
But it's not totally false. He had massive hemp fields.
That just means it's good satire.
Yeah.
I have a theory that the only difference between satire and fake news is who Donald Trump doesn't like.
Wait, what?
Not gonna get into that.
Never mind. I don't. Yeah. Dr. Grippin's findings were facilitated by the discovery of pamphlets published by Jefferson, in which he made many specious claims. Okay, so that I'm just whatever. Claims about the health benefits of CBD oil. The research team ultimately collected thousands of pamphlets, most of which were personally addressed to Jefferson's colleagues. In particular, James Madison allegedly received dozens of copies, which researchers discovered at the Library of Congress. James Madison's collection in a box labeled Kindling. The oil, though in appearance quite humble, is possessed of qualities mystifying and sublime, Jefferson wrote in a pamphlet titled Memorandum on the Benefit beneficent effects and proper application of cannabis oil. Regular administration of the oil has assuaged the wretched pain in my bones. The fucking words. That word. And would likely relieve my servants of their aches and wounds, were it not too dear a substance to waste upon them. Oral consumption produces similarly astonishing effects upon one's vigor, both psychic and physical, such that it would be of considerable aid in the affairs of both legislative and marital congress.
Yeah.
Modern CBD advocates reacted to the researchers' announcements with great excitement. CBD is central to American history, said CBD blogger Austin Mowell. For centuries, Americans from all walks of life used CBD oil without stigma. Now we know the founding fathers were among them. It was only recently that business interests launched their smear campaign that vilified CBD in favor of inferior products like cotton and nylon. First, anyone? You can read about it in my new expose blog. I posted it everywhere. Please share, tag your friends, and use my discount code Austin15 to get 50% off any order with CBD Direct. When asked for further comment, the William and Mary team indicated that they would temporarily suspend their Jefferson research to focus on their most recent discovery, Benjamin Franklin's treatise on Spanish fly. God damn.
Do you know what? Do you know what really scares me?
Huh.
And I'm saying this completely honestly and wholeheartedly, without any part of satire or taking the piss. I genuinely sometimes cannot tell the difference between satire and what is actual news.
We did a whole article on that.
I know. But for other people that may have joined us recently on this podcast, or might be new, or may not have heard the other things, I'm genuinely concerned that the fact that I somehow now cannot tell the difference, and I am fairly educated.
Here's a really easy way to tell. Satire articles don't have typos everywhere.
Yeah, they're actually really well structured and like very well written with very few spelling errors and
yeah, there's editorial integrity there.
Yeah, we are like I'm not saying any of this like facetiously, like seriously.
There's legitimate editorial integrity with satire articles that you do not see in any other article these days. Like, all of those mess ups were on me, not the editors or the writers.
Right? You actually make a really good point that the more typos are on an article, the more likely it is to be actual news.
Yeah, I wouldn't say actual news. The more typos, the less likely it is to be satire.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's real news.
I can't remember the last time I went through like a quote-unquote legitimate article and didn't see typos.
No, I did. I'd also say, Rimshee, I didn't say truth. I said actual news, inverted commas.
Yeah, again, actual news. It's the difference between satire and a mainstream news company. That doesn't mean it's actual news.
No, okay, yeah, you know what? I stand corrected. Now I'm even more awesome than I was 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
Dude, I mean, I see so much shit out there, right? Do you know the one issue I have with CBD treatments?
Nope.
It doesn't get you high, which is kind of fun.
Why is that an issue? It's a bonus.
What, not getting high is a bonus, or the getting high is a bonus?
Not getting high is a bonus.
For some people, it's required.
For me, if I'm gonna do CBD shit, I may as well take in a bit of THC as well.
It helps to reduce anxiety and everything like that. Like, let's use me as an example. I have an extremely low tolerance to THC nowadays because I took so much time off, and I just never took the time to build my tolerance back up. So one little puff and I'm toasted.
Now,
Now I can smoke some CBD and get a lot of the medical benefits that I used to use regular weed for with THC, and not be blasted out of my fucking mind. Because honestly, no, I'll be the one to fucking say it. The weed is so fucking strong; it doesn't even give me a chance to enjoy like a nice joint. I used to love smoking joints, and I
I
can't do
will
that.
say it has been getting stronger. From the shit that the shit that I was allegedly smoking when I was 20 is very different to the shit that I've allegedly smoked in the past few months.
Allegedly.
Jables, I'm gonna set you up here. I'll set this shit up, you knock it in. But that's just a theory.
No.
A conspiracy theory.
A gay theory.
Like
But
Addy.
here's the, right.
A
In
THC theory.
all seriousness, here's the thing, right? Is that if you can get the shit which is quite nicely balanced, and I had a very nice, pleasant evening with some friends, and we just had a few drinks, and we had a few cigarettes that were hand rolled, and it was a very pleasant evening, and I got lucky that night, which was very fun. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's very different to what it was previously. For me, I'm genuinely considering CBD products, either vaping or gummies, as a different way to combat the anxiety and shit I get from that. But sometimes, from a social aspect, I quite like having a hand rolled cigarette.
Hold on 1 second. Larry, his mom's not going to hear, but my mom will. And then we won't be able to hang out anymore.
Also, Larry, the thing is, I live in the UK. There is nowhere here where this is legal, so I'm actually being very careful with what I say.
Yeah.
Just because I know that Twitch has certain TOS, and I'm trying not to get somebody else's channel taken down when they've only just hit affiliate and not applied for the status yet.
I'm sorry, but I would laugh my ass off if that happened.
Yeah, I would too. It would
yeah,
be about. It would be about right.
I feel guilty as fuck. I've got to be honest.
That's fine, because we totally don't have other accounts that we could just use.
That's fine. But you know what? Here's the thing. In all seriousness, right, and all joking aside, here's the thing. I am genuinely considering buying some CBD gummies or a CBD vape kit in the next couple of weeks. I'm thinking probably the gummies. And I genuinely think that when it comes to the end quote hand rolled cigarettes, for me it's a social thing. I can't do that shit on my own. It's boring.
Yeah.
For me personally. And that's just me. I know some people that can't function without it. For either pain reasons or they're just so much in the habit of it they can't function without it, and that's some kind of not actual physical addiction, it's a habitual addiction now.
Oh, pardon.
And I genuinely think that kind of addiction, when it's habitual, can be just as destructive as an actual physical addiction that some people might get towards other drugs. But I might be wrong.
So now that we've been talking about weed, let's move on to what you do after you smoke weed. You get the munchies.
I want potato
Ward.
chips. I need potato chips.
Ward.
Ward.
Check the Discord chat. Check the Discord chat.
I'm going now. Give me a minute.
You gotta
let's
pay
say-
more attention to that stuff, Ward.
Yeah.
Let's just say this, right?
I try to do shit behind the scenes, and you're fucking it up.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry.
I get to yell at you for the same reason, Jables.
I know.
Okay. I'm opening it now. I'm sorry. I had like multiple shit going on. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Do you see where you're tagged?
Yeah. The. Oh my god! I want this right now.
Pull it up.
I want to read this now.
Pull it up.
Do it. Read it. And then
KFC is testing some kind of chicken and donut sandwich, and we're ready for it. In case you missed it, America's been kind of obsessed with chicken sandwiches lately, but KFC's iteration might be taking it a bit too far. Or maybe not. Definitely not, by the way. KFC announced it will be testing a new combination of fried chicken and glazed donuts beginning September the 16th. A move that is either genius or extra genius. Wait, no, insane. Customers have two options. A chicken and donut basket meal for $5.49, which includes chicken tenders or bone chicken plus a donut. Or a chicken sandwich for $5.99, featuring a fried chicken patty between two donut buns. The much more exciting option. Holy fucking shit, I'm salivating right now. And if you want just a donut, you can add one to try to any meal for $1.
I just want to know what
for a donut?
Wait,
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, no,
Wait.
I'll go to
Get the-
Chuck's and pay like pennies on the dollar for that
Get the
shit.
fuck out of here, $1 for fuck you, KFC.
especially those donuts, like 50 cents max.
They're probably the
No.
same fucking shitty gas station glazed donuts you can get everywhere.
No, this will be the same kind of shitty donuts that you would and people actually go to Krispy Kreme for and might spend $1.49 or $1.99.
Krispy Kreme
No,
sucks!
50 cents.
I think that's his
dude.
point, Addy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just-
really is.
shitty.
Thank you,
I'm
Rimshee.
just putting it out there.
Okay, now to be honest, the combination of salty and sweet is a little enticing. Chocolate covered pretzels.
Yeah.
It's basically like chicken and waffles, right? And that donut hamburger is already a staple at state fairs across the country. Now maybe KFC is onto something. Or maybe they're just trying to capitalize on some of the chicken sandwich craze. Who's to say? The answer, by the way, there, people, is both. Now, either way, the new items will be available only for a limited time. Though KFC didn't say when that time would end. So basically, guys, if people fall in love with the shit and spend a shit ton of money on it and it doubles their revenue, they're going to keep it. Now, currently, they're not available nationally, only in Norfolk and Richmond. Now, notably, no, they're not in Kentucky.
Yeah, that's
They hadn't stand for Kentucky Fried Chicken for ages. And that, by the way, people, that is not because it isn't chicken. It's because they tried to rebrand to be worldwide. Now, if weird fried chicken sandwich combinations are your thing, KFC also created a Cheetos chicken sandwich.
a what?
A Cheetos chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
that
remember
thing.
that. It's because Taco Bell and fucking KFC are owned by the same overall
Now,
company.
I'm curious. Can whoever's got this scroll down for me? Because I'm curious about the ads right now. I'm genuinely curious about the ads you people will be seeing. Can whoever's got control of this, the whole the control of the ad and the news article. What ads are down at the bottom below that string?
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm curious. So I've got currently F1 2019 Anniversary Edition Steam Key.
That doesn't matter. We'll talk about that off.
Sorry, I just kind of captivated because I already have that game while they're advertising it to me. But I want this donut and chicken thing.
I don't want this one, but I want A.
Okay, now I want a chicken with a donut thing. Now, we don't have that here in the UK, that particular KFC iteration. But I'm now thinking I make pretty good fried chicken. My local supermarket has a Krispy Kreme display case. Now, Krispy Kreme added, yes, I know it sucks, but it's convenient.
Mm.
And I could get my own chicken, season it, buttermilk it, fry it, and all that shit, and put it in between a couple of glazed donuts.
Real quick, we're gonna move on from this real quick in just a second. I just want to remind everybody that we actually have a referral link through Brave Browser. Brave Browser. Get your browser. That also has a built-in ad blocker, and you can actually earn cryptocurrency and tip us through Brave Browser. Brave Browser.
And I would
Browser
like
you.
to point out right here that if you use their referral code, the guys here at the Listen to the Call will actually get money purely for you downloading and using it. I
that's it.
have been earning money just by having it open and leaving my computer and going and doing whatever I need to do around the house.
Exactly.
And every now and then an ad pops up that I don't even realize is there.
The ad pops up. So if you turn on ads, it'll pop up in a little tiny white text box in the very bottom right corner of your screen, and it just looks like a standard little notification. You'll hardly even notice it.
By the way, I'm going to have to bring something up here on stream, and I'm hoping the people in chat will back me up. Although you haven't filled out the paperwork for it yet, which, if you need help, I'll talk you through it. You've now earned your affiliate status.
Mm-hmm.
Are you now, Jables and Rimshee, going to have a donation button down at the bottom in your panels?
We're not going to talk about that on there.
We haven't even talked about it off air, actually.
We briefly have, but we haven't gone in depth in it. So
yeah,
maybe not. Who knows?
I think you guys deserve it.
Yeah.
Personally, that's me.
Oh.
Ward, this is inside baseball behind doors talk. Let's move on.
I'll shut up. Anyway, let's go on.
All right, Addy.
Oh God, what? Oh. Sometimes I often forget that we're actually doing a show, and I'm not just like eavesdropping.
Yeah, we're not just here shooting.
You'll like this one, and it's also short and sweet.
All right, here we go. You picked this one because I've mentioned liking anime one time, didn't you?
No, actually, we picked this one because I saw it while I was sitting on the pot this morning.
Yeah, and today is the day. The Area 51 raid is in full swing.
Yeah. So,
did they actually do this? Seriously?
Just Addy, go ahead and read.
Sorry, it's trying to load a fucking video that's like all kinds of fucked up on my end. Sorry, hold on. Okay, all right. From the fucking time. Okay, I never expected to hear or to see the word Naruto on a Time article. Holy shit. What a wild world we live in. Alright, this Naruto runner is clearly already the one true legend of the Area 51 raid. By Melissa Locker. As alien enthusiasts arrive at a remote patch of the Nevada desert, one young hero has already emerged from the Legion people who have pledged to invade Area 51, and finally,
fucking copy editor, Legion of People.
No. That's correct. That is correct. That's a correct use for the word Legion.
I couldn't see the screen from. I have to ask you: did you say alien enthusiast or Aryan enthusiast?
I will leave that open to each viewer's individual interpretation.
Well, he's going after little green men, so I'm not sure that the latter is quite right. Unless you take a very interesting view of the spelling of that word.
The only way I'll actually be happy with this article if it ends with someone that works at the Times writing writing out the phrase "clap alien cheeks." Anyway,
Slap them alien cheeks.
the event, which was given the name Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us, suggests that people from around the world gather in the Nevada desert to invade the site. The gathering and jokingly planned invasion of the secure military site has made headlines around the world as the military and local residents brace themselves for crowds. One part of the event, which had, oh my god, this is me. I'm just terrible. One part of the event that has garnered ever so slightly less attention, though, is the proposed method of invasion. The Area 51 invasion originator suggested that everyone pouring into the military base do so as a Naruto run inspired. Alright, this is structured kind of weird. Do so as a Naruto run. Comma should be there. Inspired by Naruto Uzumaki, the Japanese manga.
Wait.
There are all kinds of commas missing here.
See, Ward? This is exactly what we're talking about.
I'm listening.
How you tell the difference between satire and actual articles.
There should be like four commas in this line. Anyway, so everyone pouring into the military base do so as a Naruto run, comma, inspired by Naruto Uzumaki, comma, the Japanese manga character who runs with his head down and arms stretched behind him. The event creator Maddie Roberts did a demo in interview. Can we find footage of him doing that shit on national TV?
It was a real shit Naruto run that the dude that created the event did.
Oh, was it weak as fuck? All right.
It was weak as fuck.
Yeah,
however, this dude,
you got to be like 90 degrees to the
it.
ground when you fucking do it. You got to be almost like on your face. Anyway, one young attendee clearly got the Naruto memo though. When a local news team arrived to report on the scene near Area 51 in advance of the invasion, a kid ran behind the reporter with head down and arms held back Naruto style. The glorious moment was caught on camera by Twitter user whatever, who shared the video clip on the social media site. The kid's genius was quickly recognized by other Twitter users who shared the clip, ensuring that my brain is shutting down. I need alcohol.
I need to stop
You shared the clip.
alcohol.
Ensuring that with one brief jog, the kid ran straight into the Area 51 record books. Area 51.
All right, here we go. We're gonna play this shit.
Do it up.
Here we go.
Are we actually going to see the news run?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You absolute mad lad! Holy fuck!
That's a solid Naruto run too.
That's
everybody, pinkies up for the mad lad.
Oh my god! Pinkies up and arms back.
He is our hero. He is our saint and our savior.
Ali, put some for me because I don't have the emote at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Just do 4 commas and a dash. 4 commas and a /.
Oh, well, I accidentally clicked the wrong button. Whatever. Could this underwear save your relationship? What?
Hang on, I'll tell you what I will do though. I will put in some Julie face with the rainbow wings.
There you go. Just drop some. Oh, that's another thing we need art for. We need emojis. Now we can have one.
By the way, guys, I have ideas for that. I will chat to you over the weekend when I'm not drunk and we're not on stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We start out the day the stream with 50 or 46. We ended it with 51. Awesome.
Larry, not officially yet. We still have to throw in the application, but other than that,
we've achieved.
Really easy to do.
We hit all the criteria for it. We just need to toss in the application.
Yeah, I managed to get 3 of the last few they needed by doing a quick raid after test streams my new artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
piggies up,
thanks, Larry.
mofos.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I already texted my mom.
I've got to say, guys, right, in all seriousness, I am extremely happy for you guys.
Oh,
I'm so fucking happy for you both, and Addy as well, because I know you're a regular part of this. I think you're part of the Lesser Saints now officially.
Addie has been for a while, but we kept forgetting to take her off as a guest in the description.
And that's my point, right? You're still kind of on the guest list, but kind of unofficially.
Oh, no.
Officially.
Yeah, she's off the guest list now. Addie is officially host.
yeah, I'm listed as a showrunner on our Discord. So I mean,
I would say now, seriously, on behalf of me and anyone else watching and all your other followers, I'm sure, you fucking did it.
no.
I, for one, am proud of you lot because you actually built this shit up. You did this shit. You had a goal and you hit it.
I mean, I didn't. I just came along to shitpost.
And
it.
I
Thank you.
could not be happy.
That's why you're here, Addy.
Yeah.
That's exactly why, Addy, you're here. And thank you, Ward. That's very nice. It was so on the YouTube channel we had a lot of help from the Saints because a bunch of people just subbed us because they mentioned that we were doing a pre-show, and then hardly anybody watched. And then the Twitch thing, though, we built pretty much entirely on our own after that.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. The fact that we achieved this goal is pretty cool.
Yeah.
By the way, the Saints are streaming right now, so
Shit. Real quick, I just wanted to say, like, I know I come on here and I talk shit on the show. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, like make sure you hit that subscribe button," and I'm like, "Nah, don't. You got better ways to waste your time." Like, I talk a lot of shit, but this is kind of cool. Like, I'm glad to be a part of this, and like, thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
oh, looks like it might be Jeff and Nick tonight. So that's
Oh yeah, baby.
but anyway, we'll see you guys there. We're gonna start the raid, and we're gonna be closing up here in a short period of time. So
Yeah, and everybody, don't forget we need artwork. So hit up your friends, hit up us. Let's all all work together. We
And
don't mind. I
seriously,
don't mind doing compensation. It
I would
won't
say
be. It won't
hit
just
up
be
Effie.
recognition. Yeah,
J Balls and Rimshee,
we
hit
will.
up Effie. She did my
oh
shit.
yeah, we're probably going to. Anyway, guys, have a good night. See you in the Saints chat.
No.
Peace.
Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
60s, everyone. Welcome. Late Night Saint happening now. So, a bit of a heads up just at the beginning, top of this show. I had a guest kind of arranged. It was actually going to be one of my big movie star friends. But unfortunately, his lady love did come to town this week, and they had to go and eat turtle soup and frogs, I'm guessing. I don't know. New Orleans people. You know how it